It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Educational Friday. So I think I should be able to still do Educational Friday this evening because, yeah, I think I should be good. I think I should be good. So shout out to everybody who come down to Educational Friday. Unless something changed last minute, I think I should be good. Don't hold me to it, but I'm trying to, make sure I take care of what I need to take care of down over here. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Like the video if you haven't already. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Go ahead on subscribe and like the video. And if you're returning to the channel, welcome back. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody who pulled up to the live last night. Yo, let me tell you about this live last night. The most crazy part about that live was the trophy wife girl. I should have ended the live with her because this plot twist that was just thrown in here, like I woke up like looking for an update, and I heard she went live again to basically show her receipts. I'll do a video on it because I don't have enough time to put it in this live. But man, look, last night the girl. So for anybody who don't know what happened, so a girl called the Trophy Wife. She was a Kevin Samuels follower and probably most likely not of Acorn. But anyway, she started this channel on like basically how to be a trophy wife. And she's supposed to be teaching these women on the line how to be a trophy wife. Long story short, she met this man, moved in with him, and married him really super soon. I think she moved in a week later. And then after she moved in, they got married. She had 2 girls, I think with him. And she just came out of the blue one day and said that he was essaying her daughter. Thank you, Jazz of the Book World, for the super sticker. Yeah, she was saying that he was essaying her daughter, and she found out because the daughter told her. And so the internet goes crazy, like, what the hell? And mind you, this is his biological daughter. Well, she left us there. She didn't go no further than that. She was just like, yeah, that happened. Boom, in the live. The man niece came out yesterday and said she's lying. And she's trying to basically get money out of him. And the facts are, her uncle didn't do that. It was her son. And the niece came out with a receipt, allegedly, showing that she herself has an abuse case against her own children. And I showed it last night. This is allegedly from the niece. I don't know this to be a fact. This is all what they said, okay? And Carmen said she took down the papers. Check out Nika at Night. She caught the live. She took down the showing the papers. Yeah. She did. I saw Neek's live. Shout out to Nika at Night, man. So the girl responds, right? I'm sorry if it breaks up a little bit, y'all. I'm on the move. But look, the girl responds after the niece said that she's lying. It wasn't her uncle, it was actually her son, and showed that she has abuse cases against her kids. The trophy wife girl responds and shows her receipts, but she hurry up and took the live down. She showed a piece of paper basically saying that I want to say it's like a stay away order for the husband and abuse, but it's not. It's like I I want to say it's like a police report or something, but it's not. I don't know. It was a lot, but she hurried up and took it down. So right, the plot twist was plot twisting last night, and I was like, oh my god, like that is crazy. Yeah, yeah, right, son. She was shaking and could hardly respond. And let me be clear about this, about my stance on this whole thing. I believe that the child was abused. I have a doubt in my mind that my question comes in is by who now, by who, and what's really going on, right? So I don't want nobody to be like, but I thought you said believe the children. I believe the children. I'm just trying to figure out who did it. You know what I mean? Girl, look, a time is a time is a time, girl. These people got a lot going on. These people have a lot going on. And that plot twist last night really, tickled me, but not in a good way. And it's so crazy with people putting stuff on the internet. Once you go put something on the internet, it's never coming down. Because as fast as she took it down, girl, them people had that already uploaded to TikTok. You know what I'm saying? The people already uploaded to TikTok. So, yeah, and they said she had a GoFundMe. I don't know, girl. I don't listen. They got some really crazy people out here. I'm not saying that she's one of them, but they got people who would do some crazy stuff. Okay? They got some people who would do some crazy stuff for some clout and for some money. Okay? Y'all get the likes up. Yeah, Gia, why y'all listening and not hitting the button? Hit the like button. Push the button, girl. Y'all get up in here and like the video. We about to get into some things. Wait, the GoFundMe has 7,500 already? What? 2 people donated $2K each? Wow. Let me tell y'all something. It seems a bit disingenuous the way that she came out with it. Also the way that she played it, like, my child, but I don't know. It's a lot of questions. I don't know. We'll see. Listen, let me tell you something. The old folks say what's done in the dark gonna come to the light. We gonna find out what's going on. She should have never came to the internet with that. The people, we are going to find out what's going on. Like, that's going to happen. Like, so if she's lying, it's going to come out. If she's lying, it's going to come out. Got to know that, But I want my people to be aware of people playing on your emotions. That runs rampant on the internet. People utilizing and playing on your emotions runs rampant on the internet. And it's not just by celebrities, because they're the main ones, but it's by other content creators as well. People will use you and use your experiences and your emotion to capitalize, rather it be through clout or money. So please be aware of that. Now, you guys, we got a show today. We got a few things to discuss. Y'all like the video. One of the things we're going to be discussing is Trump wants more babies. And we're going to get into why, because it's not what you think, or some of y'all might think it, but it's not what most people think. Trump wants more babies. And then we're going to kind of touch on the Matt Gaetz thing, the guy who he appointed to be the attorney general. I don't know, something in the government, girl. I'm just getting into government stuff. Something in his cabinet. All right. Then we're going to touch on the illegal aliens. They fighting back in California. Not only is the illegal aliens fighting back, hold on, y'all. Not only is the illegal aliens fighting back, but the states, them like California and all those places, they are standing behind the illegal aliens. And the illegal aliens are calling on Black America to stand with them. And I'm gonna break y'all legs if you do. I'm just playing, but I'm serious, but I'm just playing. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But anyways, and we're also gonna discuss how Dr. Claude Anderson predicted this skulls and blows ago. AG, Attorney General, Adjutant General, I don't know, girl, AG. So then we're also gonna discuss Shaboozey, a cosplaying Nigerian. Listen, a cosplaying Nigerian. And I'm saying cosplaying because even though he's been vocal about being Nigerian, he don't look Nigerian. But a cosplaying Nigerian who was snubbed from the CMAs, and people are in an uproar. Black people, and I'm still trying to figure out why black people ain't minding their business. Okay, so we're gonna get into that, maybe a few other things, but y'all get up here and like the video, and let's get into the show. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got 362 people in the building already. We are ready to roll. All right, so let's start with the Shaboozey dude. I didn't know who this person was. I didn't know who he was. We also gonna discuss Jussie Smullet too. We got to discuss the Smullet dude. His case overturned. So Shaboozey. Shaboozey is a Nigerian. See, when you go to Wikipedia and Google, they leave the Nigerian part off. They just say American. See, they trying to listen. Let me tell you something. The Nigerians, every time I'm looking up, I feel like they trying to attack us in another way. Something very dark is happening that we're not aware of. They love putting a Nigerian in over, you know what I mean? And cosplaying him as a Negro. They do it to a lot of groups. But yeah, he a country singer. But Shaboozey is a Nigerian country music artist. He said he was raised off of country music. We don't get into it. But what he does is he mixes country music in with hip hop. That's his whole get up. That's his, from what I've seen from the two songs I heard snippets of, it seems like a mixture of country music and hip hop. This is Shaboozey. Now Shaboozey takes that and write a song or have a song done, and he is lit. Like, apparently the song goes like crazy on the country music charts. They say it was charting like crazy. Yeah, Nelly did it first, of course. You know, it was on some country grammar type tease, you know. But nevertheless, Shaboozey charts, and Beyonce gets snubbed as she should with that fourth quarter album that nobody bought. So I don't think Beyonce should have been nominated either. And also he gets snubbed. So black people get to going crazy. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, they just want to kick black people out of country music. First of all, let's start here first. Black people created country music and hip hop. This Nigerian dude, although he was raised on country music, he's a second generation, I guess first generation Nigerian, because he said his daddy went to school out here in like Virginia or somewhere or the South. We'll get into the video. But he's a first or second generation Nigerian using our culture and creating a genre, not a genre, well, not really a genre, but creating a career for himself. And as Black Americans, I don't understand why. It's almost like if it was a snake, it would have bit us. Why do we continue to not see the hijack when it's coming? I am so tired of us. And I think his hair is fake. Because I ain't never seen no Nigerian with no hair this long. I don't care what nobody say. I think his hair is fake. And he got them wicks like them dudes from Florida. Them big old thick dreads. He got them wicks. I think they fake. I believe they fake. Whenever I go look for his hair, they had something in 2021 where somebody was they were saying it was dead hair and they put it on him. Girl, I think them things is fake as you know what. Do you understand what I'm saying? I believe them things is as fake is you know what. But he gets snubbed, black people goes crazy, and I'm like, I saw it on Facebook. Somebody was like, yeah, it makes sense that he's a Nigerian because he's not going up for being snubbed. And I said, wait, he's Nigerian? So you know me, I go through my little Googles. And this is what I found. Y'all get the likes up. And he's open about being Nigerian, but he don't give Nigeria on the track. You know how London on the track? He don't give Nigerian on the track. Let's get into one of his videos talking about, I want to say this is the one where he was talking about his upbringing. Or if it's not that one, it's the one where he was talking about his name. Check it out.
I'm Nigerian American, so my last name is actually pronounced Chibueze. And just growing up in Virginia, like everybody just did not know how to enunciate my name. So they was just like, Shaboozey, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna just run with that. Telling my homies, should that be my artist name? I was pretty skeptical about it, but they was like, nah, that's hard, keep it. I think they fucked me over in the long run, but I love it, man.
Yes. So that's what he was talking about his name. I can't pronounce it what he said, but everybody was calling him Shaboozey. Now he's apparently from Virginia. But let me say this. I did find out when it came out that he was Nigerians hopped under the comment and was like, oh yeah, we were raised off country music. Now, let's be clear. Country music is one of the oldest genres of music that Black Americans created. Let's start there first. It is one of the oldest genres of music Black Americans created. So it would make sense why it was so world popular, because even my ex-husband, they from Honduras, his parents, his mama loved country music. It makes sense why it was so popular, because it's one of the oldest genres of music. And a lot of people all over the world likes the genre. And I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Honestly, I truly don't. I do think the Nigerians take to it mostly, not all, but I think a lot of them take to it because it's clear. I'm going to let that marinate on your forehead. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of clears in it. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Now, the fact that I didn't know he was Nigerian because he don't look like no Nigerian with the wigs and all of this. I've never seen a Nigerian hair this long and thick. I've never seen a Nigerian look like this. His sound don't have, it's just nothing about him gives Nigeria until he opened his mouth. Okay? Literally nothing gives Nigeria until he opens his mouth. Now, I want to get you guys into this video where he's talking about his upbringing. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Y'all get the likes up.
But both of your parents are Nigerian.
Yes.
Which is
I'm Nigerian American.
But both of your parents are Nigerian.
Yes.
Which is not typical for a Nigerian to be in country music. How did they take it when you broke the news to them?
Broke the news that I was doing country. That was not really no news breaking.
What
but
they say?
they love it, man. They love it. My dad went to school in Texas and migrated here from Nigeria, and he works really hard and is really big on owning land and owning properties.
Mm-hmm.
Went back to Nigeria, started a farm. Was always
That's
big
incredible.
on just like working with his hands and doing things like that. He played me country music growing up and was very much involved in just like community, being outdoors and all those things. So if anything, I feel like I kind of ended up being a lot like him.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even trying to get away from that, I ended up coming back to it somehow. So they love it, man.
The daddy came over here, went to school in Texas, got his money up, went back to Nigeria. He says daddy big on owning land and all those other things, and they love country music. Now, at first when he said owning a lot of land, I'm like, are they coming over here to own land here? But it sounds like he's saying owning land in Nigeria. Now, this is my thing. I don't have an issue with that per se. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. If America give you an opportunity to come up, then come up. You know what I mean? But this young man, Shaboozey, being a Nigerian country music artist, in my opinion, this is just me. I don't have a problem with that in the sense of what it is either. I just feel like, why present as something other than who you are? And also, why are Black people going up for these foreigners? Like, it's almost like we're participating in our own demise, as we always tend to do. Why are we going up? Let the Nigerians speak up for him. Like, let the Nigerian people, and this is no shade, I just want us to focus our attention on us. We got too much to do to be worried about what everybody else is doing. I'm tired of going on social media, and there's a lot of foreigners with the hard R's on there, but it doesn't matter. He's still Black. He's still Black. Let me tell you something. We created a genre and was completely kicked out of it after we created it. You think we about to fight for a foreigner to have a right to it, and we don't have a right to it our damn selves in 2024? Somebody help me out. Think about the logic in that. And this is why I'm saying this, because it's deeper than rap. We created a genre of music. We created it. After we created the genre, it was taken from us. And then we were told we can't do it no more. So now here comes a foreigner with a hard R 100 years later, and here he come, and they don't want him in it neither. Black America, why is you in them people business? They won't even let you be successful in your own genre. K. Michelle is one of the hottest country music artists in 2024, but they don't prop her up like that. I mean, like, we got to start thinking and being smart. We got to start really thinking and being smart. They kicked us out of our genre, and we gonna go up for a foreigner to take over it? No. Black America, please mind your business. Please. If we gonna fight for anybody to get in country music, it's gonna be K. Michelle and them other Black American country music artists. That's the only people we need to be turning our attention to as it pertains to this country music stuff. Let them foreigners get it how they live, because what the foreigners don't know what the heart are, especially them Nigerians. I know they want to be this close to the clear and have this proximity to clearness, and I get that, but they get the rude awakening all the time that them people don't like you neither. Okay, so I think it's imperative that Black America do not put their nose in this. If anything, we need to be talking about why our people aren't talked about and celebrated in the culture. Why our people ain't hip on the list. The only one they let through was Lil Nas X, and we seen how that worked. We seen what that turned out to be. The only one they let through in the country music fought hard, boy, or they fought. The only one they let through was Lil Nas X, and we see what the agenda was for that. Okay, so y'all please be mindful of what we fighting for. Start looking into some of this stuff, because again, a lot of this stuff is just about being emotional and about being like, oh well, he's Black, we need no. Until we learn how to stick together by ourselves, we can't talk about sticking by nobody. Period, point blank. Until we figure out how to take care of our community, we can't worry about nobody else. And that's that on that. And anybody who have a problem with that is not your friend. They're actually your enemy. Okay? Now let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Please get the likes up on the video. So now I want to pivot here. Let's go to Jussie Smullet. Let's get Jussie up here. So as you guys know, Jussie Smullet's conviction was overturned. What do you guys think about that? Are y'all happy? Is this a win for Black America? Because I seen it all on, of course, them idiots under the shade room and the neighborhood talk. Oh, well, a win is a win. At least somebody Black got something. At least somebody Black. This boy is half orange juice. Okay? I'm pretty sure that side means more and reigns supreme in his household. His half orange juice side is how he's related to Scamala, because he's related to her husband. Okay? Now, Jussie Smollett did this whole thing a few years back, staging this robbery and putting the noose around the neck, hollering about, oh, it was some white supremacist KKK Trump. When he said Trump supporters, the MAGA people, I already knew this was about politics. Now, at the time, I didn't know he was related to Scamala. And now it's giving he was paid or told to do something by the Democrat Party. I don't know this to be a fact, but it's giving he was paid or told to do this by the Democratic Party. Yes, Journey is his sister. They all are half and halves. And I told y'all, if y'all be on my Educational Friday, y'all know this. The half and halves are typically the ones that they used in the past and still today. But in the past, they were the ones they used to fool us, because we were under the guise that a one drop rule make you Black. But those people, they pretended to be on the side of Black America. But the fact of the matter is they were not. So yeah, don't let that part go over y'all head. But anyway, he staged this thing. And again, I didn't know he was related to Scamala. I'm like, what the hell? We all knew, Black people knew he was lying. We knew. But most of us, ignorantly, was like, you know what? He Black. Oh, well, let him get away with it. Well, it came out for a fact he was lying. Actually, the dudes who helped him do it, who he hired to help him, two Nigerians, Nigeria just cutting up, man. Two Nigerians came out and said, oh, yeah, he paid us to do this as an acting job. We literally just did what we were paid to do. Well, long story short, Jussie Smullet goes to prison or jail. I'm sorry. He was supposed to spend, I want to say, a few months, 8 months or something like that, and they ended up letting him out in 6 days. And I'm like, dang, like who he know down there like that? I was thinking Journey Smollett knew somebody. I'm like, she must have had connections or things of that nature. But now that we know what we know as far as his relation to Scamala, it makes sense. People called in favors and said, get him up out of there. That's what happened. People called in favors and said, get him out of there ASAP Rocky. And we don't want him prosecuted. And they weren't going to prosecute him until some other people came in and decided that, no, yeah, we are. You literally staged this whole thing talking about this MAGA people and all of that stuff. You got people all out here about to start a whole race riot and all this type of stuff. And let me tell you what this was. This is what it has always been. Everybody comes to America and profits off of Black Americans' pain. And we are so brainwashed that we champion and help them to profit off of our pain. Everybody benefits except us. DEI, affirmative action, Freedmen's Bank. All of the pain and poverty and horrible things that happen to us, they put our face on it, they put our name on it. But when you read the fine print, it don't have nothing to do with us. And when you go look back at the studies of what happened after these programs are implemented, you find that none of us, if any, maybe just a small few percentile of us, benefits from it. For example, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter started out as a movement. I was behind Black Lives Matter. Like, yeah, Black lives do matter. But then we find out it's a whole LGBTQIA plus agenda. You get it? It had nothing to do with Black lives. When you go on the site, it's all LGBTQ. And there's no shade to the LGBTQ, but we were hijacked. We were supporting this thing, thinking that, oh, we're going to donate. People were buying shirts and things. I even bought me a Black Lives Matter shirt off Amazon. But turns out it had nothing to do with Black life. It was all about making money and pushing the LGBTQ agenda, okay? That's what they do. That's what they've always done with affirmative action. Oh my God, Black people are marginalized. We're going to come up with affirmative action and DEI. And then everybody except us benefit. Fast forward. Jussie Smollett does this whole race riot, race thing. Oh my God, it was a bunch of KKK members, MAGA supporters, jumped out of a car, put a noose around my neck, and called me the hard N-word with the hard R, and they told me that I was that FAG dude from Empire, the FAGNIG, you know, whatever, hard R from Empire, and I couldn't believe it. Then they poured bleach all on me, and I never understood the bleach. I'm sitting here thinking that nigga lying like a dog. Them niggas lying like a dog. That's what I'm thinking as it happened, right? Well, long story short, we find out it was all a lie, but by that time, the damage was already done. The tensions were up. Trump, I want to say this is when Trump was running against Hillary. But tensions were already up, and people were already there. Like, the damage was already done. So that's why I believe he was prosecuted. Now, I was watching on Candace Owens live yesterday. She said, basically, if I can remember correctly, she said what happened was they ended up like kind of like pushing it off to the side or something of that nature. And then they turned back and was like, yeah, we're just going to drop it. Like, it was never that he never got prosecuted. It's just that it kind of halted a bit. Okay. So with that being said, the damage is already done, because under that, from what I'm hearing, they say that they used that anti-lynching bill, the one that was supposed to be for Black Americans who were lynched in the early 1900s and beyond. Also, our good person, what's his name? Emmett Till. That anti-lynching bill now covers everybody but who? Who, boys and girls? Who all is covered in the anti-lynching bill? Everybody but me and you. Again, we have been used, bamboozled, run amok. And they use us to champion it in, okay? Because we are under the blindfold of melanated means Black. And black means we are all the same. And that blinds us from our enemies. Jussie Smullet and them are not our friends. They are not allies to Black America. They are allies to the orange juice people, and they are allies to the Democratic Party. That and he's obviously an ally to LGBTQ. I get it. He played in Empire, and everybody knew him from Empire, and he was the fruity one in Empire. And oh, we loved the show. Terrence Howard was amazing. Yeah. Who cares? The fact of the matter is, we were played. We got food, and that's the biggest takeaway from this, right? But long story short, Scamala on her way out the door, and guess what they do? Pardon my boy. He don't have to face no charges for basically lying to the government or to the public and to the police. He don't face nothing. He gets to walk away free. And guess what? It's a win-win for him and a win-win for the Democrats. Because yeah, he probably won't be acting much more in the future, but he basically did what the agenda wanted him to do. And we walk away with what, our boys and girls? The same thing we walked up with. Absolutely nothing. I need Black American people to be on alert and start to pay attention. This stuff is not hard to find. It's not even hard to realize. We just have to start being diligent and doing our researches. We have to start looking into these things. We can't be emotionally reactive as soon as we hear something. The first thing we hear, oh my God, they're racist. We got to stop with all of that, because they've been using that to fool us and take from us. They're taking everything that's owed to me and you, that our ancestors fought and died for, and they're giving it away to literally every single other person in the world. I'm telling you, they are taking everything that belongs to you and giving away to everybody else. And you are co-signing it. You're co-signing it. And you don't even know it. Because we are so enslaved by the media and what? Propaganda. I want to show you how much they play in your face, right? I want to show y'all how much they play in our faces, right? So we all knew he lied. That's not, you don't even have to say allegedly. The nigga lied, okay? And I know he put out a statement saying, oh, I was what he said? Not exonerated, but basically like he was proven not to be lying. No, nigga, you lied. You lied. And I saw this video on Candace Owens, and I want to show it to y'all. Look at the Nigerians give the description. This is how much they play in your face. The Nigerians walk away free. He walks away free. And watch the Nigerians tell y'all how they set this whole thing up. Check it out. Y'all get the likes up on the video.
I don't know. We made sure we got there at 2 a.m. sharp.
On the dot.
On the dot. We had no phones because he did not want us to bring any phones. He said, so we don't lose them. I don't know if that's really the reason, but you can deduce your own reason. So 2 a.m., he was nowhere to be found. He was not there. So we were like, damn, what do? We didn't have no way of contacting him. He had no way of contacting us. So we waited here for about, what, 4 minutes?
It was about 4
Roughly
minutes,
4 minutes.
but it felt like forever.
Because it was cold as balls. So I saw him out the corner of my eye, and I was like, okay, that's him. Let's go. We gotta go get this Empire fat. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Is that him?
That's that neck.
It's that neck.
Get that neck.
Oh, he's moving fast. Come on, let's get him.
Get that neck.
Let's get him. As we crossed the street, we said hey to get his attention.
Hey, Nick.
Hey. He turned around, looked at us, and that's when we started yelling the famous slurs he wanted us to yell. Hey.
Aren't you that Empire?
Hey, Empire fat Nick. It's MAGA country.
Yeah.
And then he said, what did you say to me? And then that's when I threw the first punch at him. I held the blow because I didn't want to hurt him, of course. So I made it look real, but I held it. Then we started tussling, moving around, and then I threw him to the ground. He wanted it to look like he fought back. that was very important for him because he said, hey, don't just beat my ass, make it look like I'm fighting back and whatnot. So we did that, and then I threw him to the ground, and after I threw him to the ground, he had no bruise. I wanted it to look more real. So then I threw him to the ground. After I threw him to the ground, I used my knuckle and gave him a noogie. So I went like this. Why did I do that? To give him a scar, to give him a mark, to make it look real, like he really did get his ass beat. After I did that, I fake kicked him. I don't know what he was doing. I wasn't paying attention.
That's where I came around with the bleach, the infamous bleach in the hot sauce bottle, poured it on his shirt. Then I finally put the rope around his face. I did not put it around his neck. I just placed it on his face, and that's when we took off.
Yeah, y'all see it. You guys see it. Now, according to what I'm understanding, this is real. Like, these are the actual guys, and this is really the interview that they did. Now, don't get me wrong. It was funny. It is funny. It's funny that how they describing it. The way they're describing it is funny is you know what. But the problem is, and I need you guys to pay attention. The problem is, after you finish laughing, you sit back and you look and you say, damn, that's messed up the way they played us. And now the anti-lynching bill that was used for us, and I heard they just had a dude that was lynched recently here. They say they found his body. But the anti-lynching bill that was once, that was by our ancestors put in place for us. This is what they say. They say, hey, this is for you, Black America, because you've been lynched. The anti-lynching bill now goes to everybody except who? You. And that right there, brothers and sisters, is the problem. Okay? So I want you guys to be mindful of this as we talk about this thing, because let me tell y'all something. If you believe for 1 second, if you believe for one millisecond that these people aren't doing this on purpose, you are sadly mistaken. This is what they do. They've been doing this for ages and ages. And we are so blinded. We are so blinded by, how do you say? We're so blinded by our emotions that we give every single thing away willingly. So, yeah, this is live. So I don't want to hear Black people scream about what we are owed. When I hear the reparations talk, again, I'm not anti-reparations. I want Black people to be reparated. But if we really are serious about getting what we're owed, we have to start paying attention to what's really going on. Because while we over there hollering about reparations for slavery, girl, them folk around there hollering, taking all your stuff. They taking all your stuff. And it's sad and it's sick. And to be completely honest, after we laugh, like I say, it's funny. But after you finish kikiing, you got to take into account, girl, they just played in your face. You see what I'm saying? So I want to keep that. I want you guys to keep that in mind as it pertains to what's actually happening here in the world, you know? Y'all get the likes up on the video. Please get the likes up on the video. Please get the likes up on the video. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, y'all get the likes up on the video. So where was I going with this? So yeah, Jussie Smullet played in our face. He played on Empire, then he turned around and played in our face. And there you have it. Again, after we laugh, realize we got played, and we need to be more vigilant about what's going on, because this is not okay. This is not okay. All right. Thank you, Nikki Nicole, for being a member for 5 months. She says, Boo, did you hear anything about the 7-year-old that was hung in the boys' bathroom? That's the one I was talking about when I say somebody was. I did hear about that. I never got a chance to look into it, but yes, I did hear about the 7-year-old who was hung in the boys' bathroom, and it is ridiculous and sick and sad, and I hate that that happened. But again, there goes our anti-lynching bill, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna go without notice, and nobody's gonna really freak out about it. Type T's, you know how I go. It's sick. This world is sick. Black America need to wake up. All right, let's move on. Get Jussie off of here. Jussie, get off of here, please. And thank you. I'm tired of looking at your face. You know, I knew, you know, when I knew he was lying when he said the gay FAGGNIGGR from Empire. I said, clear people don't watch no damn Empire. What is he talking about? Like, clear people literally do not watch Empire. How would they know upon seeing him that's that gay FAG? Them people ain't watching no damn Empire to see you on there kissing no nigga. Them people not doing that, okay? It's literally not happening. Like, his story didn't even make sense from the day he told it. Fact. But nevertheless, get the likes up on the video, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. Now we're gonna move to another topic. Let's get to the illegal aliens since we're already here. So illegal aliens are coming together in force, and they are saying that no matter what the federal government says, they ain't going nowhere. That's what the illegal aliens said. They asking for black Negroes to stand with them. They say immigrants are LA, and LA is in a community. I can't see it. Then it says we live in the same neighborhoods and things of that nature, and basically saying, hey y'all, we need to stick together. I wish you niggas would. Remember, these are the same illegal immigrants who was giving you their arse to kiss when they was getting all their benefits, and you was hollering about them taking stuff from your schools. I wish you niggas would. On my mama, I wish you niggas would. The whole black women stay out of it movement, where are y'all? Now y'all need to be hollering, stay out of it. Y'all want to stay out of the wrong shit. Now is when you start hollering, black women, this ain't our business. Well, I'm going to say this, black people, this is not our business. Let them people deal with whatever they got to deal with. And I don't know how this is going to work. Remember, I showed y'all Chicago mayor said he's not going to follow the government, the federal government. I'm pretty sure from what I'm hearing, California saying they not following, and that's fine. But Trump said they got to get up out of here. And at this point, they got to go. At this point, they got to go. So y'all can sit up here hollering, stand with them. That I wish you would. And I see a couple Negroes in that crowd there. You know, this is no shade, but I found this to be California and New York has warped the minds of black Americans. Not all of them, but there's a collective of black Americans in New York and in California. And it's typically places where they got a lot of immigrants, probably Florida too. But I don't think so. It's too many Negroes in Florida. But they have really warped the minds of black Americans. They really have. Star T's Lawson, thank you for the super chat. She said, hey, Voodoo, it's my birthday. Can you play the birthday song? Yes, I will play the birthday song at the end of the live. I promise. Y'all remind me when I say I'm about to get off here, put it in the chat, play the birthday song. But happy birthday, beautiful. I'll get you at the end of the live. I promise. Happy birthday. So yeah, I want Negroes to stand down. Let's move on. Now we're about to get into Trump wanting to have babies. Trump wants more babies. Trump says, I need more babies. He says, I'm going to give an incentive to make you guys go and have more babies. Most of y'all are like, oh, well, that's great because, you know, black women are getting all these ABs and all that. And I get that, but it's deeper than that. I told y'all the clears are on a time frame. They're on a time stamp. Their days are numbered. So, of course, Trump wants to get up here and promote having babies. He's even incentivizing it, giving them tax breaks, all types of stuff, because he need the clear gals to have more babies. That's what this is about. This ain't about Negroes. However, to the Negroes who want to breed, I say do it. Now is the time, because Trump is going to pay you to have babies. Okay, this is the time for Black Americans. If we want to keep our numbers strong and actually increase our numbers, now is the time when Trump gets in there and sign these orders. Okay, we got to start taking advantage and getting our lick where we can get it. Okay, let's get Trump up here.
I'm announcing today in a major statement that under the Trump administration, your government will pay for, or your insurance company will be mandated to pay for, all costs associated with IVF treatment, fertilization for women, IVF treatment. Because we want more babies, to put it very nicely. And for this same reason, we will also allow new parents to deduct major newborn expenses from their taxes, so that parents that have a beautiful baby will be able. So we're pro-family. Nobody's ever said that before. But the IVF treatments are expensive. It's very hard for many people to do it and to get it. But I've been in favor of IVF right from the beginning.
So you get it? He's saying that he's in favor of IVF. Black American women typically don't need IVF. Listen, this is not your message. This is for the clears. I'm not foolish. But what I'm saying for Black Americans is now is the time. Y'all having them churn anyway. You may as well do it now. Somebody said that Black people birth rates are low too. That is a lie. That is a lie. Black people are still having babies. See, don't listen to the stats they give you, because they are lying to you. They need you to continue to think that you are the minority. So of course they're going to tell you that your birth rates are declining, because their birth rates are declining. Why do you think they keep dumping all these illegal aliens in here? Ain't nothing wrong with your damn birth rates. But what I'm saying is, if you want to, if you're already having babies, or you're in the business of, not business, but if you're married and want to start a family, now is the time. That IVF stuff, that's for them clears. That's who that's for. Now, Black American women do use IVF. I think they use it prematurely, in my opinion. I'm not no doctor. I think a lot of Black women use it prematurely. I think some Black women need it due to the fibroids and the cysts and all that. I get that. But, and that is also an attack on Black birth rates. But ultimately, I find that poor Black people don't have problems procreating. So if Black people are having an issue with procreation, why is it the poor Blacks don't have no problem? They ain't going to get no IVF. The girls in the hood is having these babies, girl. I don't know. You know what I mean? So it seems like the problems are coming amongst the middle class, or the Black women who have money. Because the poor girls ain't. I don't know one poor girl in the hood who on food stamps and welfare going down there to apply for no damn IVF. I don't even think they can. And they having them babies. So that's a whole other thing we could look into. But neither here nor there. Trump wants more clear babies. The numbers are declining. I told y'all that. They knew it long times ago. That's why they always put it where we were less than them. They've never, listen to me, those people have never been the majority, in America. Never with a capital N. Do you hear me? Anybody in this chat who's ever been told, oh, well, we the minority, sir, that is a lie. We have never been the minority, ever. Ever. We have never, ever been the minority. It was all a lie.
It's survival. I get somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
It was all a lie. Why? That's why they dumping all these people up in here. That's why they giving you them weird numbers. Remember? And this is another thing too, and I think I mentioned this before. To Black American women, stop getting mad. Hell, the numbers they told y'all say 90% of y'all voted for Scamala anyway. See how that works? They'll tell you most Black people voted for Scamala, but then in the same breath tell you it's Black Americans' fault that Scamala didn't get in the White House. Them people be playing in y'all face, girl. But Trump wants black babies. I mean, not black babies, clear babies, because they need them numbers up. That's just what it is. But in my opinion, I believe, in my opinion, that them people weren't built to last forever. Take that information and do with it as you please. And that's why it's happening the way that it's happening, okay? The melanated people of the earth, we will last forever because we are of the earth, okay? Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Just Me says, why promote birds and not whole family with a man? I promote that. But ultimately, if the statistics are, if some people think that the statistics are true, that our birth rates are down, then I'm pretty sure the people are just thinking about the birth rate, and really that's the main goal, you know? It is what it is. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Now, Trump had put the Matt Gaetz dude up there as the AG, and it came out on The View, Sunny hosting on The View, had came out and said that he was accused, you know, they dragging everything that they do over on the Republican side, but he was accused of some type of minor trafficking, and he allegedly essayed a 17-year-old. Well, long story short, right after that, they made her come back and apologize. Yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did. They made her come back and retract that and say that he had nothing to do with that. Well, long story short, he ends up dropping out of the nomination for AG. And I was watching Candace Owens, and this is where I disagree with Candace Owens. Candace Owens was saying, oh, well, he dropped it. He dropped out because people started digging into his backgrounds, and it's not that any of this is true. It's really just who wants people digging around, finding stuff and disrupting their families. And I get that theory. I get that theory. But it is of my belief, I don't know this to be a fact, but it is of my belief that whatever they say he did that shit. Okay? This is of my belief. I don't know this to be a fact. This is just what I believe. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you why. Politicians, parishioners, which is pastors, priests and all that stuff, and entertainers are the nastiest people this side of the Mississippi. Okay? Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. They be having so much stuff under the rug, so many scandals, girl, you can't even count it. Okay? Now, plot twist, I bet they ain't gonna see this part coming. All of them do. The Democrats, the Republicans, the Independents, the Green Party, the Red Party, all of them got the same jacket. All of them participate in degeneracy. Remember? Didn't we just talk about it yesterday with the girl with Diddy? What the girl said, I can't even go to the police because they was in on it. How many politicians have been accused of being at the Diddy parties? You get it? So Sonny Liston in them pointing the finger like, oh, he's just such a horrible person. All y'all do that. In my opinion, I believe all y'all do that. So how dare a Sonny Liston make it seem like this? You know what I mean? Like, cause girl, this is the norm for y'all. And the fact that some of them are able to just get on these lines and call these people out like as if they don't have no, you know, I just don't get that. I truly do not get that. I truly don't get it. I would never understand it. But because people have favorites, nobody's gonna look into, well, dang, if all these Democrats are getting caught up on some SA stuff, or all these Republicans or all these politicians, it's a high possibility that all of them are a large majority. Either all of them or a large majority of them are partaking into these activities. Birds of a feather flock together. So Whoopi been around Hollywood for a long time. You not about to make me believe Whoopi ain't never did nothing crazy. I'm just saying. You not about to, I'm not believing it. You can't pay me to believe that. Girl, nevertheless, I just want to say that part about the AG part. Thank you, Talise, for the super chat. Palm Bondi is the new nominee. I don't even know who that is, child. I didn't know who the last one was. But congratulations to that person, I guess. I don't know. Right, AH. She says, duh, if 5,000 Pentagon employees were caught with child corn, yeah, they all sick. Yeah, they are. Listen, you can't know that I'm doing, it's almost like this. If everybody in this chat, if me and everybody in this chat knew that I was selling, pushing weight overseas with El Chapo, you think I'm not going to make sure either you participated to keep you quiet or that I have something on you to make sure that you keep quiet? Come on now. Do you really believe that I'm going to just be like, oh, no, it's fine. You can know that I'm doing some horrible things and you just have clean hands because I trust that you won't ever talk and rat on me. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Birds of a feather flock together. If you didn't partake, you knew about it and you didn't say nothing. That's with all of these people. Don't ever let that go over nobody's head, okay? Now, look up. I don't understand how The View is able to say the things that they say and get away with it. To this day, I really don't understand it. Sonny Liston already had to get a legal note on here to retract some of the statements that she said. But now look at Whoopi. Girl, listen, I don't typically advocate for suing people because I think everybody have a right to free speech. But this is moving into slander at this point. The way The View be talking, and I don't watch it. I just be seeing clips. But the way The View be talking, girl, this is straight up slander, girl. Check out what they were saying on The View recently.
Sexual misconduct allegations seem not to matter anymore. It seems like unless you have a sexual misconduct allegation, you can't be in the cabinet.
That's true.
I mean, that's what it's looking like because... I mean, was it 11 people, and maybe one of the 11 doesn't have something going on?
Years ago, I think it was Cindy Adams used to have these parties, and they'd say, "If you're not indicted, you're not invited." And it reminds me of this in a way. It's like, oh, let's see, who's accused of sexual assault? Put them in the cabinet, and they're like, pick me, pick me.
You get it, girl? These people say anything out their mouth on The View, girl. I ain't even gonna hold you. Them people say anything and don't nobody say nothing. But they the same ones hollering about misinformation, disinformation. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Thank you, Divine Empress, for the super chat. Get the likes up, Dollhouse. Thank you. Love you, Vu and Dollhouse. Yes, thank you, Divine Empress. Love you back, my love. Talise, thank you for the super chat. Vu Tom Homan said yesterday it's a felony to impede on the federal police's capturing criminals. And I think they should all be indicted. Anybody who impede on that need to go to prison. Prison is where they belong. And I said it. I like the new dude. He's no nonsense and he ain't with the BS. I like him. Thank you again, Talise, for the super chat. Palm Bondi was the Attorney General of Florida for the Democrats and afraid of her. That's all I know about her. And the Democrats are afraid of her. That's all I know about her. Oh, okay. So I guess they about to pull up some tea on her. She next. Girl. I guess she next, girl. Get the likes up on the video. Thank you for the super chat, Talise. And Whoopi look like she losing weight, ain't she? You know, I always thought she was a dagger. She always gave me dagger tease. But I don't know. Maybe it's, maybe I'm just, I don't know. She just never gave me feminine. Nothing ever has been feminine about her. And especially that she done shaved the side of them sideburns, girl. She look a hot mess. She look a mess. She look a mess. She look a mess. All right, get the likes up on the video. Now we're going to get into... Wait, what's this? Already talked about that. We already talked about that. Get the likes up on the video. When it comes down to these illegal aliens, shout out to Dr. Claude Anderson. He spoke about this. He forewarned what's happening, what was going to happen years and years ago. And listen, you don't have to be a psychic to see the path people are going down. All you have to do is understand behavior, okay? If you understand sociology and you understand behavior, you can see that, hey, it's almost like, for instance, if you keep jumping off the top of the roof, let's say you jump off the top of the roof 10 times, and 8 of those times you're actually successful and you don't hurt yourself. Pathology tells me that one of them times you jump off the roof, you're probably not going to make it off, good. You're probably going to hurt yourself real bad. That's what studying people and understanding people do. You don't have to be a psychic to be able to see something in the milk ain't clean with a lot of this stuff, okay? Now, why is this important? So, Dr. Claude Anderson did an interview, and he said in this interview, hey, he was like, by 2015, he said Black Americans are already number two in the as far as like in the not poverty, but we were already second in this whole situation, right? This whole economic situation. Then he turns around and was like, if we continue and with the amount of immigrants, we are going to be number 4 by the time they pile all these immigrants. Talking about economically, we're going to be number 4 by the time they finish piling all these immigrants on us, right? So a lot of people probably didn't hear that, because I know I didn't hear it at the time. I had no clue. I literally had no clue. But a lot of people either didn't hear it or they didn't pay it no mind. You know what I mean? And just like he called it, because like I said, you don't have to be a scientist or a psychologist. All you have to do is understand pathology. That's literally all you have to do. Understand pathology. That's it. So he came out with this thing and he was like, yo, Black Americans are going to be number 4. They're going to drop from number 2 to number 4. And it's going to be a horrible economic crisis amongst Black America. And here we are, because at that stimulus package that they gave all them clears, all them, not clears, all them foreigners, well, most of them were clears, that literally pushed us down in the economic package or economic world. Okay. Let's get into what he has to say.
Efficiency and competitiveness in this country, and that we must come together quickly or what risk being a permanent underclass in the society.
One of the alarming predictions you make in the book is along those lines. You mentioned that blacks will be pretty much a permanent underclass in America by the year 2015. Why the year 2015?
2015 because what I've concluded from analysis is that there are going to be a converging of social factors nationally and internationally that's going to place blacks in a permanent status of underclassship. And we anticipate by that point in time, based on all the research that's coming to us, that the next generation of whites are going to be more anti-black than they've been since the civil rights movement. 2, we anticipate by the same token about 86 million Hispanics coming into the United States and about 41 million Asians by that point in time, which is going to kick black folk out of being the minority in the society down to a minority. We've been number 2 in the society for 400 years as a group. We're going to become number 4. And if we have not gotten anything after being number 2 for 400 years, you guess what's going to happen when we become number 4. Because at that point in time, all the new groups coming into America, they're coming in higher than we are, because this country operates off of a preferential acceptance program, which means that groups are coming in based on skin color. They're going from the lightest down to the darkest. Light, yellow, brown, black. And that's what our immigration laws are based on. And black folk would not be able to penetrate.
Think you know Black history?
Is not what he said already coming into fruition right now? Like, he literally foretold the future. And the part that's gonna go over some people's head is that permanent part. He said permanently. Economically, Black Americans will be pushed down to number 4 permanently, and the system is going to go light, brown, black. And we all know ain't nothing written in law or place for black. We know that. This is something that we really need to be discussing and talking about, like, for real. Like, this isn't no, Like, we need to be seeing what's up. Something is going on. And again, I can look at society, and again, I'm not no doggone psychic or no sociologist, but I can understand behavior and see how it can affect the future. The way that we go up for everybody except us, the way that we allow propaganda to rule us, the way that we allow things to just go over our heads, because not because we can't figure this stuff out, it's just simply because we're lazy. Let's talk about it. We want everybody to give us the information. Nobody want to go get it. We are on a path. We are on a path to assisting the powers that be of eliminating us and writing us out of even existence. I see it every day. We so easily distracted. We idol worshipers. We got too much going on. We just can't get right. We just can't. And it's scary. And I hate that. And I wish that something happens where we take this miraculous turn and of events and things come out differently. But the way it's looking now is scary, bro. It's real sketchy and real scary. Do you hear me? We so busy worried about everybody and everything else that we ain't dealing with what we need to deal with for us. And we're being scolded by people who look like us if we even think about putting us first. Fighting for the Department of Education, that's the dumbest thing Black America could do. The Department of Education is the worst thing that happened to urban school districts where most of our children attend. Most of us don't have money for private schools. You wondering why they got so much doggone, all these kids. I was talking to my coworker about this. When I was in school, we only had one short hallway with a few classes that had special education. Now, everybody in their mama, do you hear me? Got an IEP or ADD or ADHD or ODD, and people will battle me when I tell them something in the milk ain't clean. I've had people on this channel, I'm talking about, I feel some type of way because my child got ADD. Girl, your baby bad. Your baby bad. Where all these mental illnesses coming from? Crippling education, IEP, that is a crippling tool. I know it seems like it works for your child because your child, they told you your child need extra time to do his homework or extra this, extra. Girl, they are literally creating a crippled human, and they're going to push that crippled person off into society because that crippled person will not be able to be independent in society because he's always been dependent, he or she. It's a crippling tool is what it is. That's what it's made for, to create dependent people. Hell yeah, them kids be smart as hell. Some of them just aren't interested. Some of them just don't want to do it. Some of them just bad. Some of y'all just got bad kids. He don't have opposition defiant disorder. What the is that? Opposition defiant disorder? Y'all do know that's a thing. So if you tell Lil Jamal to go clean his room and he tell you no, they will diagnose your child with opposition defiant disorder. And we just eating it up. Eating it up. If we continue down the path that we are on, we are going to literally erase us even ever being here. They already doing it through entertainment. They get Nigerian people to play Harriet Tubman. They get Africans to play all our people. You don't think they're going to go in the future and say, these people were actually Nigerian? They're going to write the history. You don't think you don't think there's a technique behind them getting all these foreigners to play you? It's called a slow roll. There's a reason why they continue to get all these foreigners to play you in entertainment. It's the reason why Shaboozey is having chart-topping records in country music. Because they can go in the future and say, there wasn't no such thing as no Black Americans. This was the Nigerians. These were the Africans. and we are championing and helping to write ourselves out of our own history. We should be fighting together. No, we shouldn't. You a damn lie to me. When they ever fight with us on anything? That's a good question. Since everybody want us to fight with them, when do they ever fight with us? The things that we are told to cherish and that we are told were put in place for our good is really for our bad. I tell y'all all the time, right is left, right is wrong, and wrong is right in today's society. All the people in history they propped up to you and told you they were amazing, they're probably more than likely horrible people, and they did horrible things to you. You just don't know it. All the people they told you was bad, more than likely were the ones who had your best interests at heart. This is not hard information to find. All you got to do is start paying attention. That's all. We got to take the blinders off at some point. We absolutely have to. But, nevertheless, I think when we get our minds right, when we get our stuff together, we'll be all right. We just got to get it together. But nevertheless, y'all, I'm about to get off of here. I'm going to the airport, obviously. And I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. If y'all new to the channel, come on back. We come over here and we Joce Monday through Friday every morning. Like I said to the people, Educational Friday, if I'm not able to do it, it's because something crazy happened. But if I can, we will be on Educational Friday this evening, because I wanted to talk to y'all about some stuff. Matter of fact, before I get off, and I still got to do the birthday. I still got to do a birthday. But before I get off, have you guys heard of I don't want to lie, because I'm just hearing about it. Stand by. Devil's Punch Bowl. Are you guys familiar with the Devil's Punch Bowl in Mississippi? I'm learning these are things that they didn't teach us in school. So for those who don't know what the Devil's Punch Bowl is, so after slaves were emancipated and freed in Mississippi, and I'm gonna show you how this connects to my people, and it's gonna kind of tie in. So the Devil's Punch Bowl is an area in Mississippi where after slaves were freed, this is a legend has it, after slaves were freed, some of them were able to get out and do, some of them traveled, some of them were able to get themselves together. But basically what happened was, under Andrew Johnson, they basically took all the black people and put them in one area, like a big ass concentration camp. Like they say the orange juice people went through, but 50 million times worse. Of course, a legend has it. I don't know this to be a fact. This is what they say it, okay? So they put all these people in these camps, and in these camps, they didn't feed the people. They abused the people. Like, a lot of people died from sickness. They wouldn't let them out. Like, even people had done wrote to the government, like, yo, these people are literally dying over here. Like, y'all need to do something. And the government was like, yeah, well, we don't care. So hundreds, from what I'm hearing, I want to say either tens of thousands or a large number of our ancestors just died. They just died. And nobody cared. Not only did they die, if your relative died next to you where you at, they didn't even bury the dead. They told you to figure it out. So a lot of dead bodies were just there. They were just there. Like, no burial, no nothing. And we all know being around deceased people can lead to all type of disease and things of that nature, all right? So boom. So this was one of the things I wanted to talk to y'all about. So boom. A large number of Black Americans died. Freedmen, they died. And the government went on about its way like nothing ever happened. They actually started trying to scrub it from history, right? Well, at this place, y'all remember the song Strange Fruit? And who put a one in the chat if you familiar with the song Strange Fruit. What's the lady name? She used to get banned for singing it. Billie Holiday. Yeah. Strange Fruit. Now, I used to think Strange Fruit was about Black men hanging in trees, because they did used to hang us. Hence the Anti-Lynch Act. Oh, Lord, that was passed for everybody but us. But it was a double entendre meaning, because she did speak about black men hanging in trees, but it was, or black people hanging in trees, but it was a double entendre. So according to legend, and this is what, and I want to go visit this site. According to legend, where the black people died grew a whole plethora of peach trees, fruit trees that bore healthy, beautiful fruit. Okay? Now, everybody from Mississippi knows that the soil of which these trees bear its fruit are from the dead ancestors of Black America. Okay? Walk with me now. So they don't eat these fruit. And from what I'm hearing, the strange fruit song, like I say, was a double entendre talking about the situation with that. And to this day, those trees are there and nobody eat of its fruit. Now, why is this important? How is this related to me? So apparently, at my family's gravesite, y'all know my family owned land in Mississippi, and we have our own family grave, family church, all of that, right? So when I was talking to my grandmother's sister, she's one of the youngest of them all, and we were tending to the graves because we do that annually. We make sure they clean, plant fresh flowers, may plant trees, whatever we do. That's what we do in our family. That's an annual thing. It's actually something that I'm in charge of now every year. Me and one of my cousins. But she was talking about the graves, and she was telling me who all these people was, and boom, boom, boom. And then she started talking about, she was like, behind where those trees are, it's a whole bunch of graves, but none of them are marked. And I was like, well, what do you mean? So apparently, whatever person owned the area around there, whatever clear man, this is what she's saying. There were slaves who would die due to the harsh conditions, and he would just basically throw their bodies back there. This is what my auntie says. And it's, from what I'm hearing, it's hundreds of dead people that were just thrown back there. If the families of those people could get away to bury them, then some of them were buried. But for the most part, a lot of them weren't. And the ones who were buried, they couldn't get a headstone or nothing to say, oh, this is so-and-so, so-and-so. So, and mind you, there's a large mass of this area surrounding the gravesite where my family is buried. And I thought about it. Now, I don't know if this is close to or near where my family is from, because my family comes out of Mississippi, actually, not in New Orleans. But I don't know if this is where my people come from, but I wanted to check on that because I do know for a fact that my great aunt told me that there's a large group of dead black slaves back there that never got properly buried. So, yeah, I definitely want to dive into that with you guys. I think that's something that we need to discuss. Y'all like the video. Thank you, LaShawn Rush, for the super chat. Thank you so much. But for those who didn't know, that's what that was about. Now, I'm gonna get off of here. And listen, let me say this. This is something that happened all over. This ain't just happened in Mississippi. America loves to hide its bull. Never forget that. Never, ever, ever forget that. America loves to hide its bull crap. All they have to do is erase it with the stroke of a pen. That's literally all they have to do. Hold on, y'all. So I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. Star Tees Lawson, happy birthday, beautiful, and everybody else, anybody else, if I missed you in the chat that is celebrating a birthday, happy birthday to each and every one of you guys. Keep your head on the swivel. It's Friday. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Thanksgiving is next week, so you guys should be preparing for that. Y'all, I really appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. And I really love y'all, for real, like for real, for real. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back. And we're gonna drop these cakes in the chat and sing happy birthday to Starlease. Is that how you say your name? Happy birthday, beautiful. And anybody else celebrating, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, wonderful month, and a wonderful everything. And I wish you as many as you desire. Shout out to everybody in the building. Love y'all. Peace.
Happy birthday.
It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.